What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about celebrations and showing you all my celebrations master set. Pretty pumped on this. The fact that celebrations is kind of going through like a big surge right now is like pretty good for me because these cards were pretty useless and I have a ton of them and I have not touched hardly any of the cards that I got from it. The only thing that I did get rid of, I got rid of a bunch of the Mews. Not super pumped about that. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna show off my master set of celebrations, kind of talk about how I got the cards, kind of talk about where celebrations is at. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. Hit that like button, comment down below, and you might have a chance to win this Pikachu from this celebration set. This card's kind of going crazy. The PSA 10s versions of it are insanely expensive right now. And you never know, maybe you can grade this one and get a 10 in it, who knows? I'm really just trying to get to 2,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, so we're almost there. When I get there, I'll probably give away something pretty big. So, like I said, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you want a chance to win this Pikachu, and yeah, let's get into the video. Let's begin the story time. So, Roughhouse is a production company that produces different movies and shows. One of the shows that it produced was Righteous Gemstones. I ended up working on season 2 of Righteous Gemstones in the post-production department. The reason that's important is that our production office was in a mall, and in that mall was a Target, and at the Target, I bought way too much Celebrations product. Like basically every day that they restocked, I was in there buying, not all of it, just pretty much all I could afford, like 1 or 2 booster boxes, or 1 or 2 ETBs here and there. You'll see how many ETBs I got once we get into the into this binder here. And like I don't even have all the promos that I have from those ETBs in here. I still have like 10 or so that are in somewhere else that I'm like holding aside to maybe get graded, because the graded copies of those are also very, very crazy. Like Celebrations is just kind of blowing up right now, and I'm just like, all these cards have been like $4 or $5 for so long, and I'm like, all right, sweet. I'm glad to see that some of these are actually getting some return. So it's cool, man. I mean, I appreciate it, but yeah, I got my little I Heart Roughhouse bumper sticker to let me know that that's where this came from, essentially. First page, we got all of our Greninja Gold Star promos. These were going for like $3, $2 for so long. Now I think they're going for like $25. And the PSA 10s are even crazier. I haven't looked at any of the conditions of these, but I'm gonna grade like a decent amount of these, like maybe like half of the ones that I have. I think I have about 9 other ones. So I'm gonna grade all of these are still sealed too, by the way. I can't remember if I opened up 1 or 2, maybe the one that's like later on in the set, but yeah, I bought so many ETBs. Like I said, I was there at Target pretty much every day because that was the time that Evolving Skies is also hitting the market. So page 1, we got all of the regular cards. I don't know if you haven't opened up any Celebrations. There were 4. There were 4 cards in each pack. There were 2. Some packs could have 4 of these, and then I think in like the 3rd slot was the rare slot where you could get the Pikachus. This was the most common of all of them for that rare slot, which is why you get a lot of them, and or the Zacian V that's down here and the Zamazenta V. Those were pretty much the most common. And then like the Flying Pikachu and the Surfing Pikachu. But like honestly, it was really this card. You would get tons and tons of them. And the fact that this is going for like as much as it is now in a PSA 10 is just like absolutely crazy to me. So I have like 30 of these. I'm gonna try and sort through them and figure out which ones are worth sending in to get graded. And then yeah, I'm gonna send them in to get graded. And then yeah, you have the Flying Pikachus, VMAX, and Vs. These cards are actually kind of sick too. I feel like it was this one was pretty playable, but it could have been this one. I'm not 100% sure. Might have been this one. Anyway, and then you know all the other cards. This Mew card apparently is extremely playable. Its ability lets you look at the top 6 cards of your deck and pull an item card out of there if it's in the active spot. Really sick. And the PSA 10s of this are going for like $180. And I had so many of these, and I think I just either got rid of them, like bulked them, or I just like sold them. I think I might have bulked them. But yeah, kind of one of those cards where I'm like, dang, I wish I had kept my stack of those, because that would be kind of sick to grade. And then you got all of your other Zamazentas and all the regular rarity cards. And there were like different tiers of rarities. So like you had your Pikachus and your Professor Oaks as your like base rarity above all of these. So like you had some packs that only had 4 of these holographic cards. Then some card packs had Pikachus, very commonly Pikachus, Professor's Research, and maybe like one of these cards. Yeah, and then you had your tier 2s, which were the like Venusaurs, Blastoise, Cleffas, and the Pikachus. Actually, I think Cleffa might have been one above the Pikachus, but the birthday Pikachus are definitely in the same vein as these. And then the highest rarities, you had Charizard, you had this Mew. Actually, I think this was in its own little, like this, and then one of the other cards was in its own little like category as well. But this is one of the first big cards that I pulled from the set, which I was pretty pumped on. It was like my first or second ETB that I opened, and I pulled the gold Mew, and I also pulled on the next page the Gold Star Umbreon out of one of my first ones. But yeah, these ones are all pretty sick. The Dark Gyarados is awesome. The Rocket Zapdos, the Shining Magikarp was in the same tier as this Charizard. I think I only pulled one of these and one of the Charizards, and I pulled the Charizard last. It's insane how like the most popular. It's always Charizards like with me in Master Sets. It's like I can never pull the Charizard. Like the Obsidian Flames Master Set, I had to get the Charizard. I did not pull it. It was the last like big rare card that I needed, and it made me so mad. I don't know what it is. Me and Charizards just don't get along. Unless I'm opening Brilliant Stars. But this one I got out of an Ultra Premium collection, which I opened up 4 of, and I don't even want to know how much those are going for now. I also graded all the gold cards from those and sold them all, and I don't even want to know how much those are going for right now, because one of them was a CGC 10, and I just, whatever. I realize I lost a lot of money there. Next page, we got Rocket's Admin, Mew EX, Gardevoir, the Gold Star Umbreon, which I just talked about previously. I pulled 2 of these, which I'm pretty pumped on. One of them is definitely getting graded. I don't know which one, whichever one looks the best, I guess. And then we have the Luxray, the Garchomp, Donphan, and then the Reshiram and the Zekrom. These cards are definitely blowing up a little bit right now just because of the black and white set that just released. But I have a couple copies of both of those, so I'm good on that. We got Mewtwo EX, Xerneas, Mega Rayquaza, Tapu Koko GX. One of the promos, this is where I start my little promos because this is the last card in the set. This is where I have my promo walls. Greninja, Dark Sylveon, Lance's Charizard, Zacian EX, and then more promos. We got the Pikachu V-Union, Professor's Burnett. I don't really know what box this came out of. I think it was just a random box that Celebrations had. There's a ton of product that released with Celebrations, so it's kind of hard for me to remember like which is which. The Pokeball, I think it actually came with all of these. I think all 4 of these came in something. And then we got Pokeballs from Gold Pokeball, Gold Pikachu from the Ultra Premium Collection. We got the Pikachu V and the Pikachu V Max that came from the Figure Collection box. Where's my finger going? That guy, the Pikachu statue came in, and I kind of like it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy that. I didn't realize that this Pikachu was a Hayagana-suke artwork either. That's pretty sick. It's a good one. And then we got this Mimikyu also is kind of expensive in a PSA 10. Would not have expected it, but hey, you know what? It's kind of hard to get a hold of because it's one of the promos that came in like a random box from Celebrations. Light Toxtricity and the Hydreigon, and this is probably my favorite card from Celebrations, or like from any of the products associated with Celebrations, is the Dragapult Prime, because they gave kind of the new Pokemon like a retro card feel, which I think is pretty sick. I'm pretty pumped on it. Then we get into the duplicates of all the cards that I have. So I have a whole sleeve of these. Like I said, I have a bunch that are not in the binder. They're just kind of like lying around. I need to go through these because yeah, these were going for like 50 cents and now they're going for like $5 or $6, which is kind of crazy. Not really. I think these are going for like $3. I don't know. Surfing Pikachu, not as popular, but that's fine. We got Flying Pikachu page here. We got Surfing Pikachu VMAX, which like honestly I think is one of these sillier cards because it's just a giant Pikachu on a little surfboard, which I really like. And then we got our Flying Pikachus and our birthday Pikachus, VMAX, and then this is like the extra Venusaurs, extra Blastoise, and I'm kind of mad that I don't have the 9th one for these. I might go ahead and like maybe pick up another one, but like really like these cards. These have kind of been stagnant. I feel like they've always been right around like $7, but I wouldn't be surprised if these shot up with the rest of everything shooting up, just because tons of celebrations was open, so all these cards are out there in the world and have been for years. So the fact that they're like just now getting the boost is wild to me. We got Imposter, Professor Zoke up here, all my extras. Dark Gyarados. Here comes Team Rocket. Rocket Zapdos, probably one of my top favorite cards in this set too. The Rocket Zapdos is super sick. I really like it. The Cleffa right here. We got some Groudons. We got some Rockets admins. We got some Mew EXs. I kind of want to look up what these are going for now, because Mew is so popular, and I feel like these are probably worth holding on to for a little bit, or at least getting graded maybe. And then we got 3 Gardevoir Delta species, 3 Claydol. I have more Claydol. I just like didn't want to make a whole page of Claydol because I'm not like super into that card. This is probably my number 2 favorite card in the set. This Luxray Level X is pretty sick. We got Garchomp, and we got some extra Donphans. We got 3 extra Reshiram, 3 extra Zekrom. I think I have a 4th one somewhere that I'm gonna do something with. Probably grade one of those. We got a bunch of Mewtwo's, extra Xerneas, and 2 extra Rayquazas. This I think used to have all Professor Zoaks, but I have them in decks right now. We got Zamazenta, Zacian, and then we got extra promos, Sylveon and Zacian. So Celebrations is cool just because it like celebrated the TCG, and that's why a lot of these cards are selected, because they were very playable cards when they were in rotation. So I think it's just kind of like a big like callback to just the card game in general. Minus these guys, you know, whatever. I feel like Charizard, people played probably Charizard in the very beginning of the card game, but yeah, we're talking about years and years ago. Like these ones are just more nostalgic kind of cards, but these other cards like the Gardevoir, the Rayquaza, and the Xerneas, they were all very playable cards. And then the Umbreon obviously was from the Pop Series 5, which was like very hard to get a hold of, and so the remake of it I think is pretty dope. And I'm definitely going to get one of my copies graded. I'm not 100% sure. So that normally would be the end, but I also have the completed set of the McDonald's Celebrations promos. All the non-holographic and all of the holographic. We have the first, all the grass from the first 8 generations, all the fire from the first 8 generations, all the water from the first generations, and the Pikachus. And I definitely spent way too much money on the McDonald's stuff. I tried to go there and like actually eat Happy Meals, but it made me sick. And then I strangely wanted more McDonald's, even though it made me sick. So I'm pretty sure there's something in McDonald's food that just makes it addicting. Because it wasn't just me. Me and my brother experienced the same thing because we were just trying to get these packs. So I ended up just buying like a box of just 100 or so of the little mini packs. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for my Celebrations Master Set. I hope you guys enjoyed that little deep dive into what Celebrations is and what was going on with me at that time while I was collecting these cards and why I was able to collect them. So if you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below for your chance to win this Pikachu card, you know? These things are blowing up, and it might not be a bad time to pick up a free copy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.